Good morning, children. So today I'm back again, once again with class 5. Let me write the date today, okay? It is the 12th of May and this is our 9th class, isn't it? This is our lecture number 9 and the day is Tuesday. But children, today I'm going to do a revision on the chapters, okay, of grammar which have been already taught to you. So the first lecture I am going to take up 2 chapters from grammar which are connected to each other. Sentences and types of sentences. Now today's homework, what I am going to send you is also, children, you have to do that completely on your own after all of you mail me by Saturday. The deadline will be Saturday. So it's 12, then 13, 14, 15, 16th is a Saturday. So on Saturday, you will have to mail me the attachment of your homework and then only I will send you the answer keys. Alright, I will send you the answer keys. Along with the answer keys, you can check. Okay, you can check. You can download the answer keys again on Saturday from the mail of your class. That is, the mail is the Gmail ID of your class, dpsfb class5 okay, gmail.com. That's what your ID is. So there you will have to, from there I will send you a direct mail with the answer keys. You will have to download that, save it, and in that saved copy you will go on ticking the answers. And again, as the rule laid down by me, if they are incorrect, you will have to do the corrections in a fresh page. Alright children, is it clear? So may I begin? So the first thing is, the first topic which I take up is sentences. Now look at this, okay? So I have written am, I, to, next, standing, table, the. I am standing next to the table will be your correct answer. Yes, you're correct. So these are all jumbled words. Okay, they do not make a sense. Do they make a sense? No. So what is the first thing about a sentence? It is a group of words which makes a complete sense. So my answer is, I am standing next to the table. Now children, I am sure you can hear the noise of the vehicles outside. Yes, my room is next to the balcony which opens out to the main door. I think I had said to you. Please excuse the noise if you get to hear the vehicles because they're just, it's a lockdown period, but still the ones who are on emergency services have to travel out, so they're traveling. So please excuse the noise of the vehicles. Now what is the rule here of a sentence? It begins with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop or a period. So that is your rule number 1. It has to be a group of words which makes complete sense. It has to begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Now, sentences again can be divided into positives and negative sentences. Okay, positive and negative. Now let us take the example already given by me. I am standing next to the table is a positive sentence. Why a positive? Why is the declarative sentence a positive sentence? Because it does not have a no or a not not word in it. So it becomes a positive sentence. Alright children, it becomes a positive sentence. The moment I change this, let me change this, okay? Please, I hope it's visible children. Let me change this. I am not. Can you see? I am not standing next to the table. So that becomes a negative sentence. The moment not is not there, okay, then it becomes a positive sentence. Okay, the moment not is there, it becomes negative. So clear what is a positive and a negative? Yes. Now children, why I am doing a recapitulation is there might be many of you who are newly taken admission, okay, when there are many of you who are new students who have just joined in. So it becomes easier for you. You can just go through the revisions, what I have done with my old students. Accordingly, you will go on progressing with the exercises. Alright children? Yes? So may I move on to the next part of the same chapter? Okay, let me clean the board. I'm going to use a blue color. Okay. A windy night. Okay, this is one. Just wait, okay, children? I'll explain to you. Now read these group of words. A windy night, in the dark, tidy room. Now these are what? All these are phrases. All these are phrases. Why phrases? Because they are a group of words which are incomplete, which gives us partial sense. That means half. It is incomplete. It gives us half a meaning. Okay, they are not complete. So they are called phrases. Okay, so this is what your chapter related to sentences is going to be. Okay, this is what your chapter related to sentences is going to be, class 5. Now before I move on to the second part of this chapter, I mean the second part as the topics are both connected. The exercises, what you will get from this particular exercise, chapter is rearrange the jumbled words to form meaningful sentences. So that is what you have to practice properly. Okay, you are going to be tested by those exercises only. Rearrange the jumbled words to form meaningful sentences, and then you will have to punctuate them. That means wherever capital letters are needed, you will have to insert a capital letter. Wherever punctuation marks are needed, you have to insert a punctuation mark. That is either a full stop, question mark. Okay, all right. So now we are moving on to the next. Moving on to the next. Types of sentences. All right, children, can you see types of sentences? Now, read this, okay? Let me write. The policeman caught the thieves. Can you see the sentence? The policeman caught the thieves. Now this is declaring, isn't it? It is telling us something about the policeman. So it is a declarative sentence or an assertive sentence. Okay, both are having the same meaning. It's called a declarative or an assertive sentence. Alright children. Now declarative sentences or assertive sentence declare something about, it tells us what the sentence is about. Fine. Now let me erase. So this is the first type of sentence. Now what is the second type? Let me clean the board, please. Now the second type. Second type is interrogative. What is an interrogative question? Remember, try to recapitulate. I'm sure in class 4, you had come across sentences where you had to identify and denote it with a Q, as in Q stands for question. Yes, correct. So a sentence which questions is an interrogative sentence. Who is making that noise? So this is a question. So here W is capital. You have to begin with a capital letter and you have to end with an interrogative sign. So that becomes an interrogative sentence. A sentence which questions, okay, is an interrogative sentence. It has to begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. Now, let us go to the third type of sentence. I'm sure this is a very easy chapter, everybody's getting it, and since it's a recapitulation of what we had done previously, it's helping you out also to remember, because as I said, grammar is something where you have to practice it every day just like you do maths. Alright, now the next one. Exclamatory sentences. How lovely the girl sings. So can you see that it ends with an exclamation mark and it begins with a capital. So you are expressing a strong feeling. Again, you try to recapitulate what we had done in class 4. SF, we had to denote using wherever an expression was there in the sentence, where the sentence showed an intense feeling or a strong feeling. So how lovely the girl sings. That becomes an exclamatory sentence. So this is the third type of sentences. Fine, children? Now the next one is imperative. Imperative is the last type of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences: declarative or assertive, interrogative, exclamatory, and imperative sentences. Now, imperative sentences, look at this. Leave the child alone. Okay, leave the child alone is one. Please leave the child alone. You must drink milk every day. Now children, please note these 3 sentences I have given you. I'll take one at a time. Leave the child alone. Please leave the child alone. You must drink milk every day. Now these are all imperative type of sentences. But what is the first type? The first type is an order. You are ordering or you are commanding. Leave the child alone. Okay, so you are ordering or you are commanding. Please leave the child alone. So this becomes a request. Okay, this becomes a request. This becomes a request. Fine, this becomes a request because you are using the word please. So wherever you have may or please, that becomes a request. And what is the last one? The last one, you must drink milk every day. This becomes an advice because you are advising somebody to do something. Okay, you must drink milk every day. So that is an advice. So imperative sentences are basically of 3 types: command or an order, a request, and an advice. Are we clear? Are we clear with both the topics? So today your exercises related to this would be identifying which are interrogative, which are imperative, which are declarative or assertive, and which sentences are exclamatory, and also punctuating them. Alright children, that would be your exercise related to this chapter. So may I take leave today? See you again with next 2 topics. There I will not give you any revision exercises. I will just do a recapitulation since it will be done on the literature day. That is a Thursday. But the homework for that day would be the question answers for the previous chapter, what I had taught class 5 post haste, remember? So I will do a grammar recapitulation, but the homework for literature will be sent that day. Alright? And so that next week we can begin with our new lessons again, one by one. Okay? Bye-bye children. Take care.